So to move on to some more foolery here, Daniel Cameron. I don't even know. It's Daniel Cameron, former Kentucky Attorney General, was given a speech earlier this month. As you all may know, he is currently running for the governor of Kentucky for 2023. So he decided to give a little speech, and the in the wake of, well, if you don't know who Daniel Cameron
You had it
is,
on right the first time. Go ahead.
he is the was the like I said, was the former, or is he still? He's still currently, I believe, the Attorney General for Kentucky, and he decided that there was not reason to prosecute the officers on that fateful night that killed Breonna Taylor in her home. Even though the FBI saw fit to open up a case, he, as the Attorney General, didn't feel as though there was enough to open up a case. So when he decided to give his speech the other day, the audience spoke, and this is what they say.
And we help rebuild. We cry together and we laugh together and we pick each other up. And that's what I've seen during the devastation left by the tornadoes and the floods.
If y'all hear, the audience is chanting Breonna Taylor, Breonna Taylor, Breonna Taylor while he trying to give his speech. Now,
you talk about hurricanes. Listen.
This dude, and at first I'm like, when I heard the things that he said about the reasons why he did not want to pursue a case against actually it was no reason given, honestly, besides, oh, there's no case, there's no reason to do that. I don't see why there's any reason to do that. That's because he been wanting to run for Kentucky governor for a while, and when it comes to Kentucky, that's a little bit of a touchy state, so you got to make sure you fit the status quo, like this, like this. You got to be a man of the people. You got to be Kuna Roman in order for you to get into them positions. There is no way Kentucky, if you were to speak out and say this is wrong,
But
that's right. He got to play that palm hand for you. What y'all think about that?
Jametrice, you can have it.
Any thoughts?
I mean, we see who he is, and you understand why, And them people in them crowd didn't care what he was talking about. Breonna, because you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? And look, leave Kentucky now. Not like, I don't know. It's just, when you show who you riding for, you know what I'm saying, and who you here for, nobody want to hear what you're talking about. It's not valid. Nobody, I don't care. I just, you know what I mean, gone with your little family.
That's why I say it's those things where it's like, oh, it's important for Black people to be in positions of power in certain spots, but they got to be working for Black people too. It's a lot of Black people ain't working for Black people.
And I can't stand that when they try to, they so scared to break the norm or to go against the grain. It's like
they want their own.
Right. And then it just shows what you're really doing it for. You're not really doing it for Black folks or for any real justice or anything. You're doing it for just the image that it provides you and the look that it provides you. You want this cookie cutter look and people to vote for you and do all this other stuff. And like she said, this is who you're appealing to. Not this, but this. So if I could wave my hand the opposite way.
LB, any comments?
I really feel like I wish my screen had just froze and I just could stay that way. Because I have nothing for him. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The fact that you could justify the shenanigans and say why you're not going to prosecute them, and then you're over here, you don't even take the time to really even give a real explanation. Instead, you want to sit here and talk about some goddamn hurricanes and everything else. Then you got the people are speaking. When the people are speaking to you like that, that'd be the perfect time when you want to run for office for you to address what they are concerned about. But instead of doing that, you literally paddle on whatever stupid speech you were given that nobody cared about. and just continue to just go. And they're, what person do you know that's a politician will let a crowd chant a completely different topic like that and not go off script and say, hey, let me go ahead and address this so I can at least get the people on my side? But in his head, there's more of these in Kentucky than there are of these. So he don't care what y'all talking about because y'all not in Kentucky.
Right.
You don't get none out of me. You right. Leave that little name just the way it was.
Let Daniel Cam Coonaroon keep on Coonaroon and up over there. All right.